Well, I think with Belmont, all the matchups are important. They do such a good job. Everyone talks about the great three-point shooting, and obviously so. But the one thing you have to look at, they're leading the country in two-point field goal percentage as well. So they put you in a tough position there. Brad's has had a phenomenal career there. Just one of the more efficient players, really in NCAA history by the numbers. So he's a critical matchup inside. And then Bradshaw's, preseason player of the year in the leagues, had a phenomenal career. Can hurt you in so many ways. So they're more than just those two guys, but obviously those are the two guys who get all the attention.
Can you talk about how big this game has become over the past couple of years? Because you've been here for every game that y'all played against Belmont. Just over the past couple of years, it seems like it's the game that everyone kind of circles on their calendar throughout the conference.
Sure. It's been two good programs, over the last 5 years, and well beyond that as well. I think, two of the more storied programs in college basketball. And the games they've all lived up to the billing. They've all been great games, highly competitive games, close games. And, it's an exciting challenge for us, trying to go down to Belmont and play in a great home court environment that they have there. And definitely look forward to the challenge.
How do you expect them to try to defend you?
Well, I'm not sure. They do a nice job defensively. I think from a game plan standpoint, I'm sure they'll have some attention on Wayne Langston, like most teams have here of late. And, we'll have to be prepared for that inside.
What is it like to go up against Rick Byrd? I know as an assistant and now as a head coach, what's that matchup going to be like, just head to head?
Oh, I don't really look at coach versus coach matchups. To me, the game's still about players. It's fun for me to get to play against a Rick Byrd team. I'm born and raised in Tennessee, and here in our league we have Rick Byrd at Belmont and Dave Luce at Austin Peay, two legendary coaches in my home state. So that's a privilege for me to get to compete against their teams. But at the end of the day, it's about the players, and hopefully we'll have our guys ready to go up against a very, very good Belmont team.
What's the morale right now? Coming off a win, how was practice today? How were the players kind of responding?
Well, we just had an individual development day this morning. We'll come back and practice this afternoon, but morale's been good, and we're very committed to the process of getting to be a better basketball team. It's not going to happen overnight for us, so we have to stay positive and keep working. We have to learn every day. We have to take advantage of the time we have to study film and to spend time with our players on a one-on-one basis, off the court and in the practice facility, and just keep getting better individually and as a team. I tell these guys all the time, comparison is the thief of joy. If you're trying to compare yourself to previous teams or previous players, that's not what we're looking to do. We're trying to become the best basketball team we're capable of becoming, and we need everybody bought in to doing so.
Are you pleased with the way Breon has played since you put him in the starting lineup?
No, thrilled with the way he's played. I think, the best thing about Breon is he's bought into his role, and that's why he's been able to have success. He's not out there trying to score 30 points a game. He's playing extremely hard. He's been a defensive factor for us. He's given us a rim protector at the basket. He's helped us alleviate some of the foul trouble that Wayne dealt with during the first half of the season. And he's rebounded the basketball. And a lot of it's just effort. He had 5 offensive rebounds on Saturday night. Thought he was tremendous in his effort. And then when he gets the offensive rebounds, as you watch these games on TV, I think usually the tendency is you see a guy throw up a wild shot when they get an offensive rebound. He's been very patient. If he doesn't have a quick putback, he's done a nice job of kicking the ball out to shooters or getting us an extra possession. So very pleased with his development throughout the season.
A lot of the guys on the team haven't experienced what it's like playing a Belmont team, and especially going on the road. It's probably going to be a sold-out arena. Are you guys ready for that big stage when it comes to the biggest game in the conference so far?
I think so. We really don't look at this game any bigger than any other, any of our games. We really tried to simplify. We're just trying to get better every day. I know it's cliche and everyone gets sick of hearing it, but I don't think you approach the games any differently, regardless of who you're playing. We got to put our game plan in so that we're best prepared and that our guys understand, what Belmont's looking to do to attack us. And then we just got to go down there and play basketball.
Like I said, a lot of those players haven't experienced playing. Jeffrey Moss has played in every game
Sure.
against Belmont since they joined the league. How much are y'all kind of relying on him when he's on the floor because he has the experience playing and the fact that all of a sudden he's starting to hit his stride right now?
No, we're relying on Jeffrey every day, really in everything we do, from our weight sessions to our time in the gym where these guys come in on their own. Jeffrey definitely leads the program in that. He lives in the gym. He's set a great example from how hard you have to work, and he does. Jeffrey's been a part of a lot of wins over his career, so he understands winning and the things that lead to winning, those factors. And I'm excited for him because looks like he's a lot more comfortable now since the Christmas break. Obviously, everyone's going to look to the shooting numbers, and that is important. I'm glad to see him shooting the ball better. But his floor game's been better. He's playing mistake-free basketball like he's been known to do for his career here, and he's been outstanding on the defensive end of the floor. And so we need him to set the example for our guys in how we conduct ourselves as players and then ultimately as a team.
You talk a lot about Belmont's offense. What do you think is the bigger matchup, you guys having to defend the three-pointer, or maybe the Langston-Brad's matchup and how they can get down low?
I think both are just so key. I mean, he's had some unbelievable stretches this year. I think had a 2-game run where he's, 28 of 29 from the floor. He's just so efficient in there. And that's why they're so good, because you can say, hey, we're going to take away the three. Well, Brad's is going to go 14 of 15 from the floor. Or you're going to say you're going to double down on Brad's, and then they're going to hit 10 or 12 threes or more. So I don't know that one area is more important than the other. That's, again, their balance is why they're such a tough team to defend.
You think you guys will chuck up as many threes as they do to try and match them?
Us shoot as many threes as
Yeah.
Belmont?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that would be a very good strategy. I think they've proven themselves. I mean, they make 10 threes a game and change, and and so you're talking about over 17 games making 10 threes a game every night out. So, I don't think that's the way to beat Belmont. I don't think, and that's not our strength. I mean, we're not going to go in there and make 20 threes on Thursday night. So, we'll continue to play, the way we have offensively. Hopefully, continue to get better from a standpoint of our execution. Most importantly, our decision making. I know we talked about that Thursday night's game. We got the ball where we wanted to get off our dribble penetration. Our decision making was just extremely poor. We took some forced shots. We passed up some opportunities to kick out to open shooters, and we just have to get better in that phase of our game, so that we can get better as an offensive basketball team, a much more efficient offensive team, which we're going to have to do as we go through the league.
Were you encouraged by the way that your team finished around the rim or finished at the rim against Jacksonville State, and hopefully that they can continue to do that in the future?
Very encouraged and pleased that they made the adjustment from Thursday to Saturday, and we finished better. Now, granted, there wasn't a shot blocking presence at the rim like there was on Thursday night with Tennessee Tech with Martin and Morse inside. But again, it comes back to the decision making. And when you get into the painted area and you're trying to finish over 3 and 4 guys, those are just low percentage shots. And we took more than one of those on Thursday night. And I think on Saturday you saw us get there, and when it was one-on-one, we went up and finished the layups like you're supposed to. And when we drew 3 and 4 guys, we kicked out to open shooters like you're supposed to. So I think it just comes back to the decision making.